Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your favorite YouTube commentator, Syracuse, bringing you guys a MLB 2K12 gameplay. I'm the Red Sox playing the Tigers. Tigers got a man on first with Miguel Cabrera up, he's just a beast in this game. 99 contact, 89 power. I try to get a changeup low to get a double play, and what's he do? He smacks it into the monster seats for a 2-run homer to take a 2-0 lead against me, and I'm nervous as shit right now. I don't like being, I'm very rarely down in this game, so I was a little out of my comfort zone. And there you see Kentucky Fried Beckett on the mound. That's right, Kentucky Fried Beckett. Mr. Poster boy for chicken and beer in the bullpen last year, where they fell apart, blew that wild card lead, and the fans are basically just, they're not happy with him. And especially after what happened last week. In case you guys missed it last week, or you don't follow the Red Sox, you know, I don't know if it's been a lot on ESPN and stuff like that. But what happened was he was scratched last week from his start with a tightness in his lat muscle. I don't know where your lat muscle is. I'm going to go out on a limb and say somewhere in your legs or something like that. I don't know. But then he was sighted at the golf course, playing golf the next day. Like, you can't pitch in a Major League Baseball game, but you can go golfing? I mean, come on, dude. And then he's been making excuses for the last week because everybody's bashing him. Saying baseball is not the most important thing in my life right now. If you don't want to play baseball or you're gonna act like that, just don't play. Retire. Nobody fucking gives a shit. You know, nobody's gonna cry if you leave. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the Boston fan base has just had enough of him. You know, it's one thing after another. Like the other night he got shelled. They interviewed him after the game. They're like, why do you think they were booing you, the fans? Because of your performance or the team hasn't been playing well? And he's like, I pitched shitty. He's like, they're probably booing me. He's like, real smart fans. You know, sarcastic and stuff like that. It's not necessary. And there I get a nice little double steal to steal a run against them. I mean, in Boston, if you're going to fight the media, you're not going to win that battle. It's just going to run you out of town. I think a lot of these players have just had enough, especially after last year. I mean, it seems like the media hasn't forgiven them, the fans haven't forgiven them. And that's how Boston is, though. I mean, they're downtown, you know. If you're not winning now, they don't care. You can win 5 championships in a row. If you're not performing, they're going to let you know it. That's because, you know what, they love their sports in Boston. It's one of the you know, I don't know what the word is, but they just, you know, they have such passion for their sports. And you know, I'm not a big Boston fan, but, you know, I respect that out of the city in general, because, you know, they just want it. They always want to win. I mean, look at the Celtics. You know, when they weren't winning, everybody was all over them, and then they started winning, and now, unless they win a championship, it's just not good enough. So, in case you guys aren't following Beckett right now, on the season he's 2-4 with a 5.97 ERA, which is absolutely terrible for somebody that's making as much money as him and everything else. So, right now I'm down, I believe, 2-1 in this game with Cody Ross coming up. One of my favorite players. I'm a diehard San Francisco Giants fan. If you guys don't know, I have been for over 10 years. And he pretty much won that series, that divisional series, or the National League Championship against the Phillies that one year, just by hitting all those home runs off Lee. The guy just... And I told all my friends that are Boston fans, I said, when you get this guy, if he performs like he did with us, especially with the Green Monster and stuff like that, you guys are going to love him. And he's done nothing but straight out perform for these guys. So we tie up the game right there with a base hit, and he was able to get out of the inning. So it's 2-2 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. And Marlon Byrd, don't really know too much about him, I know. I mean, I know him as a player, but I haven't played with him a lot in this game. So I see him playing back and stuff like that, and I haven't bunted. So with Verlander on the mound, I try to get this quick drag bunt down, and I'm able to do it. He jumped. He should have switched to his pitcher, but he didn't. So I get a nice little infield hit with the drag bunt, and I get one of my worst hitters coming up, Mike Vigili's. 59 contact, 55 power, terrible. So I want to try to get a hit and run here, because I figure if I get in the second with my meat of my order coming up and no outs, I can take the lead in this game. So I missed that ball, terrible ball to swing at, just trying to make contact. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go for the bunt, try to move him over bunting. I don't like bunting in this game because a lot of times you go to bunt, and if it's a ball, sometimes it's hard to pull back. I thought about bringing in Punto until I saw his stats, and I was like, forget it. Even Punto's worse than Avili, so forget it. But I just think it's time that there needs to be changes within the Red Sox organization. There's just certain people, like Youkilis, I'm pretty sure you'll see going before the trading block. I like Youkilis, but it's just, I think it's just, you know, sometimes people need a change, and I think it's just time for him to move on and stuff like that. So I get a nice sacrifice bunt right there by Vilas, and watch this move. This is like the questionable move of the game, right? I don't understand what this dude's thinking. He intentionally walks Pedroia. You got a righty versus righty with my best two hitters on deck, and he walks him. So I'm thinking, alright, he's going to go for a double play ball. He's going to throw it in the dirt. So I said, I'm probably going to take this first pitch, and sure enough, he throws it in the dirt. And I just want to get ahead in the count so I can sit on a nice big fat pitch. And, you know, lo and behold, watch this pitch. He serves it up, circle change over the middle of the plate. See you later, 3-run lead. Red Sox, I'm the man. Beast mode. He crushes it over the fence. So he's down 3 runs. We go to the top of the 7th, 2 outs, and he's got a guy on first, and with his best hitter coming up, or up, I'm sorry, I apologize. And watch him at first. He starts to take that lead. And you know what? I'm going to throw over there because I know what he's doing. I'm not stupid. He's going to try to get something in motion. He takes a huge lead. I pick him off, and this kid's rage quits. It's the 15th game I've had somebody quit this week, so it's pretty frustrating. So let me know what you guys think of Kentucky Fried Beckett's situation this week. All right? Love you guys. Peace.